Ken Eglin's music review column continued for a period of about 4 or 5 years, during which time he was increasingly in failing health, and he eventually was moved from the nursing home to the Veterans Hospital. And I would go by there and see him pretty much daily and bring more music over for him to hear. And what was amazing for me to see happen at that point was that as his reviews would begin to appear in magazines, or there would occasionally be articles about him, I would bring these in and show them to him, and he would usually kind of shrug them off and just start talking again about, well, that's because I tell the truth, and he'd just start pointing out the window, and he wouldn't really focus on it for very long. Didn't really seem to matter much to him. But once he was in the VA hospital, he had a whole different sense of what these reviews were, and he asked me to make copies of everything, and I brought these into him, and he kept them in his bedside table in the hospital there. And it was amazing to see this transformation, because for him it became a way to not just be another body that was being moved around. He would point at these and tell the nurses and tell different people that worked there, say that this is me, I did this, this is me, this is who I am. Tropical Hot Dog Night by Captain Beefheart. That's the beach stuff of today. Yes, indeed. That's the way it's going to be. Now, that's a foreign song. That sounded Cuban. I couldn't say West Indian because that sounded like some form or another of Cuban music. That song is great. It's the truth about eating frankfurters on the beach. And the girls, oh man, everything is right because they're serving hot dogs over on this side, and on the other side they're serving popcorn, and everything is going crazy. They're half naked and dancing, and man, no shoes on your feet, bare feet, skirts, man. They're sweating like hell, and nobody cares. Who cares about body odor? That music is driving them mad. I've seen myself getting tangled like this. I'm sitting there laying on my blanket, and I got the beat in my body, in my blood, and I look over to one side of me, and there's a blonde girl with long hair way down her back. She's got this bikini on, and she's shaking it up. She's tearing up the world. And you got to get up, and you got to get to the same beat that she's got. There you are. You got it made. Go in style. Swing and sway. There you go. You're gone. Lost Someone by James Brown. That's real life. That is life out there, baby. That was something, really something. That guy had everything. Spirit, soul, enough to drive you wild. Now, if a girl was sitting up on a balcony, I'd try my best to get up there somehow. I'd climb up the wall. Once I saw her, I'd find a way to get up there. When I hear stuff like that, I'll try my best to get next to her. And now I know I'm going to spill some spiel to her, and she's going to croak, she's going to break. That guy is really onto something. The Inflated Tear by Roland Kirk. Hello, crazy, crazy. Man, I never heard anything like that. I heard Ben Webster play some wild things, but not like this. This was too much. It's all right, though. I would buy it. I would buy it so I could hear more of it. You can't hear this on the radio. You got to go out there. You got to be out on the street. That's where everything is. It's outside. It's not in the house. These Boots Are Made for Walking by Sleepy LaBeef. That song is why Nancy Sinatra was so great. With that song, Boots, yep. Here she is, a millionaire now, just sitting on her ass, doing nothing. She don't have to do nothing. Money speaks for itself. I couldn't dig the boy, though. Letting the boy go ahead and try and be an entertainer, he stunk. But Nancy had it. She had the body and everything with it. Now she's a rich girl, sitting back, taking it easy. Angels Watching Over Me by Jonathan Richman. How true it is, how true it is. I like it. I like that song very much. There's no kidding about that. He was saying true words. Angels watch over me. Angels watch over everybody. Some people say they can get away, but they can't. Like I did. I tried to. I hung out with the mob, danced, got wild. I was just gonna be me, that's what I said. Look at me now. I could have died, but I didn't die. They're watching over me. They're watching over everybody. They don't know it, but they are. They give them a hand and this and that, but you don't know it. Nobody does. The holy people, they know, but holy people scare me. I can't swear in front of them. Delicious by Jim Backus. Where in the hell did you get that? It's very mysterious. If you're scared of the dark, I wouldn't listen to that. You listen to that and you see strange faces out the window. And you gotta go, so help me, you gotta go. Now that song took me right back to the house and right back to my room. It's dark and the kittens are lying on the bed and the puppies are stretched out. All of a sudden I hear a strange thing. A mystery song comes on and I open my eyes up wide and I look at the door and then the door opens slightly and a face comes in and said, "Shh, don't say nothing." And I didn't. I couldn't. So I looked out the window and there's a big shadow of a freak on the wall. Like a woman from outer space, and she's looking at me and she's pointing her finger at me. And at the same time, out the window, in the tree, in the backyard, I see different people. They were there and then they disappeared. But before they disappeared, they started singing Tura Lura. And that's all I heard for the whole rest of the night. Put Me in That Dungeon by Charles Mingus. Now look at all those horn players playing. I was thinking about Johnny Hodges, Les Young, who they call Press, and Cootie Williams on the trumpet, the all-star band, orchestra. It sounded like Duke. It was great. Now that is a big band. That's music, but that's gone. Now you got to focus on this new stuff that's coming up from here, outer space music. That's what all those cats play today, outer space jazz. You're on your own. You play what's in your body. You just, what comes to you, boy, you just play it. You get it out of you. That kind of music used to get me. It would grab me and hold on to me, and there was no way I could get out of that grip. I'd stay right with it, right to the end, and I'd shout, "More, more!" And I'd cry, man. Oh, baby, we'd just form a circle, and one couple at a time, they would jump in the middle. They wouldn't try to outdo one another. They would just do their thing. Young and Foolish by Tony Bennett. That's got to be Tony Bennett. I had to stop and think for a minute, but I got it. When it comes to that kind of melody, you got to stop and think. I almost said Frankie, but no, it wasn't. It was Tony Bennett. Tony Bennett is no Hollywood. He's a good-natured boy. His personality is way different from Frank Sinatra's. Oh man, yes, his personality is altogether different. It's like meeting someone on the corner, one of the gang. And you can talk with him. He doesn't talk foolish. And you know it's him. You can talk to Tony, but Frankie, oh man, you got to be in the money. You got to have the money, and you got to know the right boys, like George Raft. When George Raft says the mob, he means the mob. Old Shep by Elvis Presley. Oh man, he is just terrific. That kid is terrific. It's great. He was just great, that's all. There's nobody but him. He was the best, the most. Nobody could top him, not even Bing Crosby. Too bad he had to die young though. Every song he sang was my ideal. It was it with me. Hymns, everything he sang was great. The greatest. I rate him over Bing Crosby. I really do, honest to God. I don't know how the heck Tom Jones thinks he could ever sing like that boy. No way, no way. I don't rate him at all. He had a couple hits, but every song Elvis Presley ever made was it. There's no question about that. You know that. The world knows that. Boys in the City by NRBQ. Very, very beautiful. That sounded like a fella named Pinky. Pinky played guitar back in the 30s. Sounded just like him, and I love it. I'll tell you right now, that song is gonna go. That song is just simply great, that's all. He will move, just like Pinky. Pinky moved like that. Pinky had the same kind of rhythm. He was a movie actor, too. The kid that wrote this is all right. He's like Pinky. Don't She Look Good by NRBQ. Hey, how old is that? That's like one of those down-home songs. New Orleans and all that stuff, nasty stuff, shaking and throwing it all over the place, throwing your body out there. Go and get it. I don't mean get nasty, I mean just getting with it, getting with the dancing. The guy's gonna think wrong for a minute until he looks at her good, and then that music is gonna make him stop and think. He's gonna get out there and he's gonna do the thing, dance, move with her. Don't let her get away from the beat. If she gets away from the beat, you might as well just give it up. The Bridge by Sun Ra. Lovely, lovely. Must walk the bridge. Sure, why not? You're on the bridge all alone. There's nobody with you. You keep walking. So help me, you feel happy. Now, I don't say everybody, but I feel out there in space, alone. I swear to God, I feel very happy. There's nobody that's gonna bother me. I can talk to who I want to. No matter where you are, you can talk with who you want. All those busybodies stick their nose in asking you, what are you talking about, man? I have only one answer for them. They should mind their own damn business. If these people knew how some people are, how some people think, there's thousands of people out there talking to themselves, but they're not. Honest to God, to tell you the truth, they're with somebody else. That's what they think they see. You don't see who they're talking to, and it's none of your business. That's what's the matter with the world today. They don't mind their damn business. I don't mean damn as a cuss word, I mean it as a phrase. Now, that's what gets me. If they'd only let people alone and say what they want, the whole world would get along much, much better.